So listen, I wasn't really taught about credit. I mean, let me take that back. What I was taught about credit was pay your bill. Here, I'm gonna give you this card. You can use it, but you gotta pay it back. I didn't really know the details of how credit worked. Not because she didn't try, but because maybe she just wasn't well versed in teaching it. So I missed out on so many good years and so many good opportunities to fix my credit. So I want to teach y'all if nobody has ever taught you. I feel like there are a lot of resources out there right now where you can learn about credit between hell, any social media. There are books, check the internet. But if you want somebody to explain it to you in a more simpler term, I got you. So I pulled up the Amex Blue Cash Preferred. And so, like I always tell my kids, things that you buy, places that you live, people that you hang around with, it's all determined by what you want, who you are as a person. That's why that's the first thing, that's the first step you should take in your adulthood is deciding who you want to be, who you are, what your goals are. And I know that sounds cliche, but really that's the first step in getting to where you want to go. Because how do you know where you want to go? How can anybody help you if you say, oh, nobody supported me? What are we supporting you in doing? You know what I mean? Or are we supporting you because you sell art? Are we supporting your comedy career? Are we supporting you being an actress or a student? What are we supporting? So you have to know about you first before anybody can support you. And a lot of parents were in survival mode, and we could yap about that all day. Trust me, I've done it. But at the end of the day, once we learn, and you can officially say that you learned that now because here we are, our parents were in survival mode and nobody ever taught them how to um, it was all survival. It wasn't about pulling out your greatest gift and utilizing that and monetizing that. It was all about just surviving. Okay. So anyway, y'all know I could yap. I'm gonna yeah, whatever. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, I was raised in survival mode. Um, I always thought that credit cards were dangerous. I always thought like this is something you don't want to get, you don't want to be a part of. So I kind of avoided learning about it because I kind of felt like it was something to be scared of. So what I did learn is how to research like the right cards, the right plan, and how they can help you. And so, um, yeah. So one of the cards I want to tell you about today is the Amex Blue Cash Preferred. And what they usually look for when they're looking for a candidate for this type of card is you need to have a credit score of like 650 and up, good to excellent credit. So anything above 650 is one of the qualifications, right? You need to have a stable income. Um, Content creation works. Side gigs work. If you drive Uber, if you just got a side hustle or whatever, income works as long as you can prove it. Low credit utilization. So if you don't know what that means is, let's just say, just for simple math, let's just say you have a credit card and I don't know, it's $200 is your limit. You'll probably want to put something like a reoccurring bill on there, like your Netflix bill. Um, Something $20, $50, right? Maybe on the $30 range, 30 and under range, right? They don't want the credit card companies don't want you to max out your credit card every single month. And a lot of people get that confused. They want a low utilization. So low utilization is you use it a little, but you pay it back. So if you were to put your Netflix bill on a credit card where you have $200 limit, right? And you pay back your Netflix every month because that's not difficult because you would have paid it in cash anyway. You would have paid it out of your debit card anyway. So now if you use a credit card, you're building credit. So that's your low utilization, the best way I can explain it, right? So if you are just starting to rebuild your credit, you should start with a secure credit card. So basically, a secure credit card is a credit card that you would get and you would put your own money on there. So if you provide $500 in cash, that's going to be um, your credit limit because you put $500 toward it because they don't trust you yet. Credit card companies don't trust you yet. You don't have a good credit history or you have no credit history, so they don't have anything to go off of. Or they do have something to go off of and it's not good. So you will get a secure credit card. With that secure credit card, you would do the low utilization, put something on there, your stars account. If your phone bill is low, I don't know anybody that has low phone bills these days, but something that's really low that you would pay for it anyway. You don't want to get anything just to do this. You want to get something that is you already do. So you're going to do that. Um, and you're going to start, building your credit. So once you build that up for like 6 to 12 months, so usually if your credit is, you have no credit or if you have bad credit, you're looking about a year, a year to fix your credit to get you a good credit card like the one that we're talking about. You can get decent credit in like 6 months if you're starting from bad credit or zero credit. It's easier to start from zero credit, I feel like. But either it's kind of the same actually. For you to get good credit, I would say a year. You could start making something move around in about 6 months, but I would say if you really, really want to reap from, the sacrifices that it takes to build or repair credit. And I'm not a credit repair person. This is just my own personal experience that I've been through. Okay. So anyway, once you do that, then you can apply for the Blue Cash Preferred card. All right. So how you'll apply, you'll go to AmericanExpress.com, you'll search Blue Cash Preferred, and then you'll click apply now. They'll have you enter your name, your social security, your address, your employment status and income, and your housing costs. They want to be able to see if you're going to be able to pay this back. So when I applied, it took me like 3 minutes to apply. Super easy. All these credit cards are super easy to apply for. It's not a difficult process. The only thing difficult is you not having good enough credit for them to want to accept you into their program. But the process is easy. Um, Okay, so let's get to how you use it, and we're gonna wrap this up. So this is your. So for me, I use this credit card like a debit card. Okay, I don't usually swipe it unless I already have the cash in my checking account. And oh, let me tell you all about this. This is something I learned a little bit later as well, and this is something that I teach my kids. This is something I'll share with you. Hopefully, it'll be helpful. So if I had known this when I was younger, I would have been in a different position. But it is what it is, right? um have a checking account. I might have to do a part two on this video, and then we'll do a second. I'll go through it, but also make sure that you like and subscribe and do all the things that you need to do so that you can see me again. But checking accounts for your bills. You want another checking account for spending. You want a high yield savings account, and then you want an investment account. 401k if you work a W-2 job, and I think that's it. So you want to have at least 5 accounts. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part two. I'm running out of time. But yeah, we're gonna get back to this.